UK Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the historic Detroit Golf Club this week for the first round of the Rocket Mortgage Classic. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem. And out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Rich, being in Detroit, downtown here, it's got its own charm, doesn't it? There's a bit of character about it in this Detroit Golf Club. Another one of those old world gems.
It is one of these courses that we get a treat to play on the PGA Tour, designed by Donald Ross back in the day. And this is a kind of a composite course. They switch out a couple of holes from the south to the north. But beyond that, it's just one of those weeks where you feel like you're going back in time a little bit. The way that the greens were designed, the way that they look and they feel, and the bunkering, it's just not everyday kind of stuff. And I think players like it because it is because that it's not overly long. You see a lot of birdies, but that's what they want. Kind of, 2/3 in the way of the year. It's been a long year. They want to go out to a golf course that feels user-friendly. And if they hit it well, they find the fairways. Boy, I tell you what, it's just scorer's delight, But you get off target a little bit. That long rough and those trees, they're going to grab you, and it's going to make life difficult. But this is such a fun golf course, such a fun week to be a part of.
We head down to the first hole. Okay, ball's in the air. Let's see how this round plays out. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Henny, what's the player facing here?
And from around 135 yards.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Length really isn't a feature, Rich, at the Detroit Golf Club. At the second, bombs away.
Bombs away. This is probably one of the strongest par fours on this golf course. Basically just a straightaway hole. Just take driver out and get with it. Second shot should be coming into this green with some kind of short to mid iron.
From around 120 yards here.
Straight downwind, tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
Going with less club.
This is a lengthy putt here. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is just going right the whole way along.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
A good look at par here.
And it's New Zealand's Lydia Ko who leads here as we head to the next. Rich, the third hole, not too dissimilar to the first.
It's not in length, 390 yards from the back of the tee. Again, need to hit something about 280 yards to get it past the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Again, with a short iron in their hand, players are looking to make birdie.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
Oh, stop it. What a shot. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Oh, did you see that one fly by? Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. The par 5 fourth is a monster, 616 yards.
This is a big par 5, isn't it? Tee shot, if you have any hope of reaching this green in 2, must find the fairway, avoiding the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. From there, you'd have to hit a really strong 3-wood, moving it from right to left to try and chase it up onto this green. Laying it up short and right of that fairway bunker might be the play for most players, setting up a pretty easy pitch shot for their third.
That's nicely done. And here we are with the third shot.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
I'd be booking in for some lessons if I was swinging it like that. It's a little wayward.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Putting for a par here. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
I've been all around this, tried to read it, just can't see it, but he's got about 22 feet.
So close. Bogey putt coming up here. Okay, let's head to the next. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, this par 3 fifth really resembles a Donald Ross, an elevated green, and you miss anywhere and you're going to struggle to make your 3.
Absolutely. Reminds me a lot of something you'd see at Pinehurst, where there really isn't a flat spot anywhere around the edges of this green. So a quality iron shot is a must on this par 3.
Going with the hybrid.
Some nice calculations there with this wind.
Oh, a 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. Oh, I like this. A great look for birdie to get the ball rolling. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. The par 4, 6th Rich, plenty to navigate here.
Only the longest players will be able to reach that fairway bunker down the left-hand side that sits about 300 yards off the tee. Most players want to hug the left-hand side as best they can as it opens up the green for the second shot. This is a wonderful par 4.
Well, let's see how this shot goes from the fairway bunker. Even for the day.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Well, if you're not a couple under already through 6 holes here at Detroit Golf Club, you'll want to look to make a birdie at least at the par 5 7th, measuring 555 yards.
Yes, a hole that every player in this field must take advantage of. Just the fairway bunker down the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. You find the fairway, and all of a sudden you're licking your chops as you know you can reach the green into, setting up hopefully an eagle putt. Anything missing over in the left-hand bunker, though, could get a little dicey.
Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck. Yeah, that one will play. Now just 1 over par. Nice recovery there. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. And that'll move him to even par for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The 8th is a short par 4 measuring just 360 yards, Rich. Decision to go for it or just delay it back?
I like going for it 8 days a week, twice on Sunday, as you well know, Luke. So I'm going to go ahead, take out driver, and give her a whirl. Hopefully avoiding the trees over on the right-hand side. Want to hit it over in the left-hand bunker or just shy of it, setting up a very simple pitch shot.
Oh, stay, stay, stay. Well, that's an extra life in the bank finding the green from there.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Currently at -1 following that hole.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The opening 9 finishes with a par 3, Rich, around 200 yards.
A strong hole indeed. Not much to this green. Slightly downhill. Green is fairly flat until you get to the back left portion of it. There it starts running away from you awfully quickly. Anywhere in the right center of the green is a gorgeous tee shot.
Opting for the 6-iron. Oh, tidy looking shot that.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that'll see him move up the leaderboard after that effort. The back 9 at Detroit Golf Club opens up with a mid-length par 4.
Yes, a lot of players are going to take driver out and try and hit it up and over those trees and over the bunker down the left-hand side, setting up a very simple second shot into this par 4. It's a great opportunity to start off this back 9 with a birdie.
Oh, that is a thing of beauty.
There's some thicker stuff there. Steady on. And that's just sneaked into the second cut of rough.
Second shot here at the 10th. Sitting at 2 under. Oh, just snuck over the edge there. This putt for par here. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 11th is the longest of the par 3s on the course, Rich. Another strong one around 230 yards.
Another long par 3 on the PGA Tour. It gets annoying after a while saying it, doesn't it, Luke? And I can promise you as a former player, it was annoying to play them as well. Just be sure not to take too much club on this par 3 and hit it long, as this green tilts from back to front at a pretty good clip.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is about 41 feet to the hole from there.
Watch this one break. That's a nice looking putt. Judged it well. Got a short one coming up. And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. Now 5 strokes behind. The 12th hole, Rich, a good test, particularly with a tee shot.
It is a demanding tee shot here. Want to avoid that fairway bunker. To carry it, it's about 300 yards. Should you get past it, you have a mid-iron into this par 4 that you'd love dearly to make par on.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. This putt is about 8 feet.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
At -2, going along nicely today. The par 4 13th is a short one, measuring just 385 yards, Ridge. Are you expecting players to go after this?
A few of them will, but I'm not too sure I like that play. Players basically want to lay it up down the left-hand side, but don't get clumsy and knock it in those fairway bunkers. Anything out to the left-hand side is going to set up a very short wedge shot for their second. All the players will be thinking about making birdie on this par 4.
Well, this one's looking really good from the rough. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. And he's down there. You got to read.
An uphill left to righter. Okay.
It's tracking towards the cup. Oh, you beauty. Trailing by 4 strokes. Just 5 holes remain in the round here, and there's some birdie opportunities starting with the par 5 14th.
Yes, at 560 yards, you just want to make sure you avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. From there, most players will be able to go for this green in 2 that is surrounded by water on the front and 2 deep bunkers over there on the right-hand side. It's a wonderful opportunity to get some confidence over the last 4 holes by knocking it on in 2.
Oh, well done. He's standing over his 3rd shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Pretty sure this is breaking pretty hard to the right.
Ooh, slow down. Ooh, that almost went down. Putting for bogey here. Ooh, asking for a big break on this one. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Rich, the 15th, a great little short par 3. Really only a wedge off the tee, but gee, you need to be deadly accurate.
That you do. Just 150 yards from the back tee, and again, a signature design by Donald Ross, where everything on the edge of the green funnels away from it and down into a couple of bunkers, left and right, one short and nothing in the back. Still, with just a wedge in your hand, players must be thinking birdie.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one's looking like 24 feet to the cup.
Started this one on a pretty good line. This one's got some momentum to it. Oh, so close. Well judged. Just a short par putt needed on this hole. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. All right, Rich, a couple of strong par 4s remain, starting right here at 16.
16 is a wonderful par 4, very difficult driving hole. You must keep it out of those 3 bunkers that dot both the right and left-hand side of the fairway. From there, you're going to have a second shot that's fairly flat into, funny enough, a fairly flat green as well. Still, players are looking to make a solid 4 here. Nothing worse.
He is looking left.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. He has this putt to save his par. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Curling ever so gently right to left here.
I think he's pulled this one. This next putt is for bogey. What about the pace on that one? Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. And he'll drop down to 1 over for the event.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
The last of the real scoring holes comes here at the penultimate hole, the 17th, the par 5, stretching at 575 yards.
Most players will be able to get it over the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, some 275 yards off the tee. And from there, it's a pretty straightforward second shot with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood. Those who like to lay up have to be mindful of the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You can't get careless and knock it in there. Anywhere up and around the green, though, with your second shot, you should have a good opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
This one's heading towards the rough, I think. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Oh, that one just missed the hole. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, that one skirted the edge of the hole. Big putt for par coming up. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Sitting at 1 over for the day. The finishing hole, Rich, an old world classic.
It is definitely that. Players are going to want to aim out to the right-hand side, away from the bunker and the water that is down the left-hand side. And from there, they're going to go in with a short to middle iron for their second to a green that tilts pretty significantly from back to front. This truly is a wonderful finishing hole.
This now, his third shot. sitting at +1. Wow, that almost went in the hole. His round has come to a close with a bogey. Well, Rich, that round reminded me of that old adage, early ripe, early rotten.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, well, he was born in the penthouse but ended up in the outhouse by the end of his life.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. We're at historic Detroit Golf Club this week in round 2 of the Rocket Mortgage Classic. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. It's great to have you with us. It's an impressive 15 under par for our current leader as things get underway here on 2K Sports. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're live from the Quad Cities. Opening round coverage of the John Deere Classic is set to begin. Hello, everyone. Thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. What a thrilling day of action it's set up to be. And let's see what he can do here today. Oh, that was pure. Second shot here on the first. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. And he's safely on the green. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup.
the birdie just slides by. Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Let's take a look at this par 5 second hole.
You want to cut the corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, a very straightforward second shot will set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
Tee shot is looking good here. The second hole at TPC Deer Run, Rich, really gettable for the players.
Most players will go for this green into Luke. Knock it on. Can easily make birdie, maybe an eagle. Get a little careless, missing to the left or the right from the green. Pars and bogeys are had as well. This one headed left in a hurry.
Great touch. Really nicely played. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Par 3, 183 yards back up the hill. A blind tee shot, but a simple tee shot all in all.
Opting for the 5-wood. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
A bit too much club there.
And if this can go down, he'll save par. Currently 1 under for the round. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole.
Par 4, 448 yards. Sweeping dogleg left to right. Big tree in the middle. Missed that. And you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
Could not be more perfect.
This is his second shot.
Okay, clubbing down.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Beautiful shot. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Let's go to hole number 5, and it's a par 4.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
From around 140 yards here. It's a delightful little fade, that. Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. And he's down there. You got to read.
This putt's going to break to the right.
Putting for a par now. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. The 6th is a par 4.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, make your birdie.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it?
Oops, this one's headed for the rough.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Just 3 feet to the cup. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Currently a couple under for the event. Hole 7, and it's a par 3.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
That's always an impressive looking ball flight, isn't it, the draw? Opting for the hybrid, I think. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Around 41 feet away from the cup.
Looks to have misjudged the speed of that one. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
So, straight for the most part, with a little bit of left at the end.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. On the tee now with the par 4 8th.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Choosing the 9-iron here. This one's heading left, I think. This would be a great up and down. Well played, mate. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
Trying to save a par here.
Well holed. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Hole number 9 is a par 4.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4. What a gargantuan tee shot.
He's setting up for his second shot. Bit offline, that one. You're now into the lap of the golfing gods. This would be a great up and down. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm down here, I've done the read, and this is a left-to-righter.
Ooh. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
Sitting at 1 under after that hole.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Oh, I love this person's confidence and courage. Driver off the deck here. Close to the surface here, and the green side rough. This one's tracking towards the hole, I feel. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
From around 170 yards here. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. Playing this shot from the sand. Oh, he'll be delighted with that. That's very tidy out of the bunker. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
Going with the 5-iron here.
I think this one is heading for the bunker.
This ball's found its way into the sand. Henny, how's it lying?
He's going to need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think a sand wedge is good enough to get this out.
And that's well played. Safely onto the putting surface. Big par saver coming up for this fella. And the putt goes down. A nice display of resilience in the end.
And to be fair, getting it up and down out of the bunker, albeit that was a pretty simple, straightforward bunker shot.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The 13th hole is a par 4.
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got, I'd say roughly 120 here. This one's left of the green.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. "13 feet to the hole. It's got a chance. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Currently 2 under for the day. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Par 4, 357 yards. Almost every player in the field will be giving it a whirl. Knock it on, and you could be rewarded with an eagle 2.
Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
Time for the second shot at the 14th. Going with the pitching wedge here. On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. John, have you got a good read on this one?
He's putting this one downhill and to the right.
Remember, there's 2 important parts of a putt: line and length. Too much length on that one. And in she goes. That's a good save.
In the bunker off the tee. Good job getting this back in play.
That one's heading down Broadway. Second shot here on the 15th. A quality shot, that. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Great birdie putt. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 16th is a par 3.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green, to say the least. Don't let the beauty of the river to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. John, have you got a read on this one?
It's going to go uphill and to the right, it seems.
Putting for par. And that puddle drop. Well done. Currently at 3 under for the day. On the tee of the 17th, it's a par 5.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
So close to the eagle. Just a short putt remaining here. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. If you want to win at TPC Deer Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
This shot is about 140 yards out. 4 strokes off the lead. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Yep, that shot safely on the green. A chance to move to 5 under par. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. Ooh. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. And another round safely in the books. So, after the opening round, and a pretty solid one at that, this player still finds himself a fair way off the pace.
Unspectacular. Yeah, it was just a it was just a blasé kind of round. Nothing really going either direction for him. And, you know, there's a few rounds to go, but they need something good to happen.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Sports in association with the PGA Tour are thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome into the Quad Cities. It's round 2 of the John Deere Classic. Luke Helvey alongside boothmate Rich Beam. As always, it's great to have you join us. Rich, do you fancy this player's chances?
Just not their week so far, Luke. It's been one of those frustrating weeks that every player has. So they're going to go out there today and try and fire at all the flag sticks, see if they can't make something magical happen. And if they can, then they might move up that leaderboard quite nicely.
John, what does his lie look like down there?
Sitting up pretty nicely in the sand. Shouldn't have too much trouble getting out.
Okay, it's out of the bunker. He'll be all right with that, but still some work to do on the green here. And he's down there. You got a read?
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
That's a lovely looking stroke. Oh, wow. Steady on there.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And now at 3 under overall. Time to tee off at the second.
Par 5, players will be looking for the opportunities to make 4 here, but if they're out of position, 6s come on you quickly.
Bit untidy, wasn't it? His second shot here. Going with the 5-wood. That one's into the drink, folks, I'm sorry to say. Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be.
Not quite going to be as easy to birdie this one today as it was yesterday.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Oh, that one rushed straight past the hole. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double. And that sees him drop down the standings a little bit. Here we are at the third hole, a par 3.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill, blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
Looks like this one's bunker bound. A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. And that's safely on the surface. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, my money is on a right to lefter.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Currently 1 under for the event. Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 4.
Par 4, 448 yards, sweeping dogleg left to right, big tree in the middle, missed that, and you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
Oh, that was left all the way off the club. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Well, story of the day for this player is just missed too many greens. You can't afford to do that.
Just a 4-footer remaining.
This for par.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
Oh, that is a Tiger Stinger at its best. Well executed. Quality shot, that one. And just getting into the shot now from a very similar location to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
Going for less club here.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
This one's for birdie. And it's a 1-stroke par for our leader over the field. Time to face a par 4.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, make your birdie.
Oh, that is a beautiful low ball flying off the tee there. Good shot there, Beamer. And he's down there.
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This one could take a little bounce to the left. Yeah, well played. And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt is breaking right to left.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Looks good off the blade. Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
And that performance will now take him to 3 under par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. And here we are with the third shot. And he's back on the surface, happy to have the flat stick in hand. Oh, a 9-foot chance here. And he'll move back to 2 under after that one.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
We've arrived now on the 8th hole, the par 4.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. From around 140 yards here.
Ooh, that was a little bit of an interesting pass at it.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. And he needs this to save par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Taking aim from about 170 yards. Is that right? I think so. And that was a bit of a misfire.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
Oh, right by the hole. And this one is for his par. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Alrighty, Rich, this is crunch time. We're through 9 holes today, and this player's on the wrong side of the cut line.
I don't think they're nervous because they're so far out of it. It would take a miracle for them to make the cut.
We've arrived at the 10th hole, a par 5.
Par 5, 581 yards. Most players will be laying up for their second shots as a large pond on the right-hand side of the green will collect your golf ball if you hit a wayward one going forward in 2.
That's a good-looking shot there. Sitting at 2 under par. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely love